Hello, good day. Welcome to Bodman IELTS Academy. My name is Babatunde Olanina, aka Bodman. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button so that you can have my latest videos because I'll be covering every topics in the IELTS. This is the part 2 of the True or Not Given. If you have not watched the part 1, you should go and watch it because this is actually like a continuation of the part 1 of how to solve true or not given question. In the part 1, I told you the step-by-step approach. Whenever you see a true or not given question, I gave you the step-by-step approach, how to approach the question. I told you read and understand the question. Pick your keywords. When you pick your keyword, skim the passage to look for your keyword. When you are skimming, you are not to read. Just look for your keywords. Wherever you find like 2 or 3 of your keywords, that is where your answer will be. Read that place and compare the meaning of what you read in the passage to what you read in the question to decide your answer. That is that. I also gave you some tips. What are the importance of tips? The importance of those tips is to guide you to picking the correct answer. So whenever you are solving true or not given, those tips must be on your mind. The first one, I told you answer follows in true or not given, and you know what I mean by answer follows by now. I explained in the part 1. And I told you when you are solving a question, you should keep your eye on the next question because that will guide you. That will guide you when you are skimming to look for your keywords. So if you watch the part 1, you will understand better. Answer follows. And I also told you that. So answer follows. Keep your eye on the next question. You must also bear in mind that your keywords may not appear the way you pick them in the question. Some of them will be used, the synonym will be used in the passage. There's no problem about that. So I want to continue with my tips. I believe by now you know how to solve true or not given question. So we are using Cambridge 9 test 4 passage 1, the life and work of Mary Curie. That is the passage I've been using to teach you true or not given. You can use any question that is true or not given, any passage. The same tips apply. Now, and I've been able to solve the first 4 questions. The first 4 questions. So I will just try to look at the other questions there to give you the remaining tips. Now, don't forget, the tips I'm giving you for true or not given they are also applicable to yes, no, not given. Anything, although I will still teach yes, no, not given as a separate topic. Now, if you want to continue this question now from question 5, the life and work of Mary Curie, Cambridge 9 test 4, passage 1. So if you want to continue now, you want to solve question 5. Don't forget, the first step is read and understand the question. The question says, Mary took over the teaching position her husband had held. Mary took over the teaching position her husband had held. What this question is saying is, Mary took over the position of her husband, the teaching position that her husband held before. She took over the position. That is what the question is saying. That is what this question is saying. Her husband occupied a teaching position before, and Mary took over that position. That is what this question is saying. Simple. So reading and understand the question is the first step. The second step, pick your keyword. Your keyword from this question. Mary took over. Took over. That's the second one. Teaching position. Teaching position, keyword. Husband, held. Mary took over. Teaching position, husband, held. So we are going to see where they talk about this in the passage, and we are going to skim the passage to find our keywords. Is there anywhere in the passage where they talk about taking over or the husband was teaching before or something? Now, if I want to look for this keyword now, don't forget the other tips I gave you. Answer follows in true, false, not given. So if I want to skim the passage, I don't need to start from the beginning. If you notice, we picked the answer to question 4 from the 5th paragraph, I think. From the 5th paragraph. 6th paragraph, that was where we found the answer to question 4 of this question. Now we want to solve the question 5. We want to look for our keyword. We will start skimming from the 6th paragraph, from where we pick the answer for the, because answer follows. The answer to question 5 will be after where we found the answer to question 4. So you don't need to go to the beginning of the passage to start looking for your keywords again. Now, if you look at this now, if I continue to skim, if I continue to skim this passage, you will see that in the next paragraph, I can see husband there. I can see some of my keyword for question 5 in that paragraph. But then I am not sure whether that place, because I have not read it. I just skimmed and I found husband, I saw professorship, I saw scientific work, I saw a lot of things. So I saw a lot of things there. I can see teach, I can see a lot of it. So I will scan that place. Is it talking about Mary occupying a position that the husband has held? So I will first of all read that place very fast. That is scanning. So if I read it very fast, the third husband intimacy was bitter blood miracle, but was also turning point in the car. Effort was it to do all I needed to complete alone, designing word that on May 13, she was appointed to the profession that had been left vacant. Oh, I can see something left vacant by her husband. Scanning means reading fast. Don't forget, in Hyatt, you have to be fast. So I have read that place. I know that place is talking about her husband leaving a particular position. The question is asking that Mary occupied the position her husband has held. So I will do focus reading. Is that place talking about Mary occupying that position? Let's read it slowly now, which is focused reading. Focus reading. Don't forget your reading skills. Skimming, scanning, and focus reading. Now let's read it together. You will read from a place you will understand. So if you look at paragraph 7, after the paragraph after where we pick our last answer, the sudden death of her husband in 1906 was a bitter blow to Mary Curie, but was also a turning point in her career. The death of her husband that's not our concern, but it was also a turning point in her career. Henceforth, she was to devote all her energy to completing alone the scientific work that they had undertaken. To complete the scientific work they had undertaken. That is not what the question is asking. So you continue to read. On May 13, 1906, she was appointed to the professorship. She was appointed in 1906 to the professorship that had been left vacant on her husband's death. She was appointed to the professorship that had been left vacant on her husband's death. That is, there is a seat that has been left vacant because of her husband's death, becoming the first woman to teach at the Sorbonne. That means her husband was a professor. He was a teacher at the Sorbonne. But when the husband died, the seat has been vacant. So she was appointed to that position, becoming the first woman to teach at the Sorbonne. Now, read the question again. The question says, Mary took over the teaching position her husband had held. Is that true? Is it false? Is it not given? Think about it. Think about it. You will see that the answer is true. She took over the position, becoming the first woman to teach. That means the husband was a teacher. So the answer will be true. Can you see? True, false, not given, and yes, no, not given. Answer is true if what you read in the question means the same thing as what is in the passage. The answer is false if what you read in the question contradicts the passage. It is not given if the passage did not talk about it at all. Can you see? That is how true, false, not given question answer. So if I want to look for the keyword to the next question, now question 6, I will start looking from where we pick the answer to question 5. So I'll start skimming from there. That is the tip for true, false, not given. However, there is this last tip I will give you. After you have solved a true, false, not given question or a yes, no, not given question, you must look at your answer. Your answer must have the 3 combinations of answer. What are the 3 combinations? Your answer must have a true. It must have a false. It must have a not given, or a yes, or a no, a not given. All of them must be among your answer. Now, let's assume that this is question 1 to 6 now, and we only got true, false, or true, false. We didn't get not given at all. Something is wrong with that answer. In the IELTS exam, I have never seen, even if you have just 3 questions in true, false, not given, just know that one of the answer will be true, one will be false, one will be not given. I don't know which one, but all the 3 answers must be there. I have never seen a question in the IELTS exam, real exam, that doesn't have the three answers. So always take note. Look at your answer. It must have the 3. It must have the 3. However, I have seen very few practice questions. I've seen very few that doesn't have one of those options at all, but not in the IELTS exam. So always look at your answer. It must have the 3 combinations of answer. It may be only one. Some of the options may be one. Maybe you only got 1 false out of 6 questions. It may be possible, but all the 3 must be there, must be among your answer. Now, that is 1. The last thing I would like to say is that note. Some question may disobey the rule. What is the rule? The rule is answer follows. It is common sometimes. They may want to distract you in the exam. Now, let us say you have solved question 1, you have solved question 2, you want to solve question 3. You know that when you want to solve question 3, because answer follow, you start looking for the keyword for question 3 from where you got the answer to question 2. And you know the answer to question 3 must be before where the keyword to question 4 is. Let us say you are now looking for your keyword after where you got the keyword for question 2. And you didn't even see anything related to the question at all. You didn't see any of the keywords. That question may disobey the rule. What do I mean? Sometimes they may want to distract you to pick not given. Even if the answer is not given, you will still see one of your keyword there. But if you didn't see anything even related to that question, it may be possible that that question disobeyed the rule. I have seen it in some practice question. So quickly go back to the beginning of the passage and skim. If you didn't see it from the beginning of the passage, that means the answer is not given. It's not discussed at all. But it is common. Only one question will disobey the rule. Not that all the questions will disobey the rule. No. All the questions cannot disobey the rule. Maybe only one of them. They just want to use that to distract you. Others will follow that rule. So that is true, false, not given for you. If you have any question, drop in the comment box. I will answer them. Or if you have anything you want me to explain further, you just drop it in the comment box and I will explain. I will also discuss yes, no, not given. Using another question and applying these tips, you will see that the tips will work for you. Thank you very much for watching.